Hi, I'm Ella and this is Bonnie and we're travelling around the UK in our DIY camper van. This week we're braving the rain and showing the quieter side of van life. Good morning. So we are parked up in Dedham, sort of on the Essex-Suffolk border. We got here yesterday and it rained like 90% of the day. So we didn't really do anything, and it looks like today is going to be the same. Rain is predicted all day long. So we have been out for a quick walk this morning just to let Bonnie have a wee. And we will have to walk her later, but I don't know how fun that's going to be. We have actually already moved the van this morning as well. This is like quite a local spot for me, so I come here fairly often, just for little getaways. And there's another car park I usually go in, and they decided to do some like road works starting at 7 AM this morning. So that was a rude awakening. So yeah, hopped in the van and just moved it to another car park a bit further down the road. And actually, this is a nicer car park, but you're not allowed here overnight. So we're parked right along the river now, which is lovely. So this is probably where we'll spend the day. And I guess I'll just show you what we do when the weather's awful, which isn't going to be a ton. I've already started by giving the van a little tidy up. I've actually made my bed. So yeah, and I think next step, I'm going to treat myself to some pancakes for breakfast. So I'm going to try and make those up now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for like crepes, however you want to say it. More than like the American fluffy pancakes. So yeah, I'll just start adding some flour, see what happens. What can go wrong? I mean, if you saw the one where I tried to bake Bonnie a cake, a lot could go wrong. Also like to try and not get flour everywhere.
On her own shoulders. Looking for 17 again.
Okay, pancake number 1 always goes wrong, so don't judge this one. Let's see. It looks about right consistency wise. I would normally have lemon and sugar on my pancakes, just the classic. I forgot the lemon and the sugar. But I do always have chocolate, so we're having chocolate pancakes for breakfast. Oh, that was an awful flip. It did flip. But it wasn't very impressive, was it? I think that's actually come out quite well for a pancake number 1.
The 3 that are the guide for us. What are your people going to be meditating on this week? What are they going?
we're gonna go for a better flip. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Folded it in half. Ow. There we go. Well, I mean, it's making the morning go by quick. So I was going to say, obviously I said it's an unhealthy breakfast now that I've added chocolate into the mix. And I was going to say, what does it matter? It's a Saturday. It's not, it's a Tuesday. So no excuses. But I am going to call the next sort of 10 days a bit of a write-off as I'm going to New York. I'm going to be living off pizza, pizza, cheesecake and bagels. I'm going like the cliche New York. So if you want to basically just see a food tour of New York, that'll be in next week's video. Now these are taking forever to cook. I think I'm going to call that done. I'm getting bored. These are any good. But it's good. I've got probably enough to make about 10. Okay, so we've just woken up from a little nap. It's into the afternoon now, it's about 1, and it's finally stopped raining, which means we're going to brave going outside and giving Bonnie a bit of a walk. So there's a nice walk along the river up to Flatford, so we'll probably do that, a few miles there, a few miles back, and that's it. So we spent most of our morning just, yeah, napping, watching YouTube, the usual stuff. You ready to go? Bonnie, are you ready to go? Should we go for a walk? Shall we? Shall we go for a walk? Okay, there is still a chance of rain, so no, so we're going to put on Bonnie's raincoat. Come here. Okay, so we've literally just stepped out the van and it's pouring down, which is typical. It is meant to rain all day, and Bonnie's been so good just sitting in the van, so she needs a little walk no matter what. So yeah, hood up and we're gonna do it anyway. don't think it's rained that much, but yeah, the river's super high. It's gone over like the jetty by the restaurant at the back. You can usually take out like the rowing boats and all that stuff. And if you watched any past videos, I did do a little stopover in Dedham over summer. It was quite different. Had the paddle boards out and yeah, it was really nice. A bit different today. It's more of a convenience day than a fun day. It's still nice. We always say in the family, you can do anything in the rain except sunbathe. So I'm proving that true right now. Yeah. So we love Dedham. It's just a really nice little park up. And Dedham itself is lovely. It's a little like parish village. It's tiny, there's not much here. But yeah, they think the village itself has been around since maybe like the Doomsday Book kind of times, and possibly as far back as like the Bronze Age. And then it sort of survived that time as a lot of wealthy people moved here. And so it's done pretty well for itself. And it did used to have a boys' grammar school as well, which had like a royal charter over it, so it's quite a fancy one. The grammar school itself is still here, but it's now a house like most things are these days. Yeah, so Bonnie's enjoying stretching her legs, so we're gonna have a little walk, see how far we get. There is a little tea room at the other side, so we may stop there for a little hot chocolate. We'll see how we feel. Bonnie, sit. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. Bonnie. What you doing? What you doing? Okay, so we're just crossing the bridge, which means we're roughly halfway, and it stopped raining. Doesn't stop it being muddy, but it is a bit nicer. To be honest, if I didn't have a dog, this would be one of those days where you just stay in the van, all tucked up, nice and warm and cosy. But I think Bonnie would be stir crazy doing that. Let's go this way. This way. Good girl. So yeah, something to think about if you want a dog for van life. I wouldn't do it without Bonnie, but it does force you to get out even when you don't want to. Come on! Which is a good thing and a bad thing, I think. Okay, so I've tucked in my jeans, looking very fashionable, because we've got to try and get across this bit. A little too far to jump, so we'll see how we go. Okay, we got across obstacle number 1. I panicked a little bit because I could feel my feet starting to get wet. My wellies aren't as good as they used to be. But we're alright, we'll just have to go back over quick on the way back. Yeah, I don't know what's happened over here, like this bit never, well I've never seen the river flood before like this. And it happened last winter and it's never really recovered. So this bit is basically like marshland now, which is why there's so many birds over here. But yeah, it's made like its own new river. Which is kind of cool when you think about it, but it's bad for the farmers. Oh god, this Kit. Bonnie, wait. Let me show you. Bonnie's debating whether to go after the geese. What's your decision, Bonnie? Come on. Good choice. She's chosen the stick. Oh.
I could never settle down too far away from my home.
Okay, so we're not quite gonna make it. The river's burst here as well. We literally wanted to get, where are we? Here. That's where the cafe is. We're so close. But this just looks way too deep. So we'll turn back.
Resting on the myth of old. All of the stories have been told. Secret places hidden well are gone now as far as I can tell. All I know is I'm on my way to become a poor excuse of a better one. I've come to realize time goes by on its own. I am stuck here without a home. I could never settle down.
Okay, so we're back at the van and it is lovely out. This is why I kind of picked this spot. I thought, as soon as it's winter and not many people are here, I'll take the advantage to like have the sliding door open and get some views. It's nice. So we've not got much else planned for the day. Still not particularly hungry after the pancakes. I'm sure Bonnie is. Bonnie will probably get a little treat. I might put on a film. I usually do Jurassic Park. So the first 3 films, not the last 3, the first 3 are my favourite films ever. And I've had them downloaded on my iPad for ages. So that's all I've been watching in the van. Which, that was a bit of fluff. There we go. And as much as I love the films, watching them a few times a month, I mean, there's millions of films out there, so I've downloaded a few more. So last night I watched Prince of Egypt, which another classic film, and I might watch, what have I got? I think I've got World War Z on my iPad, so I do love a zombie movie, so I might pop that on just to relax for the afternoon. And yeah, that's it, that's all that's planned. Oh, and as a little side note, I've got four tips for rain life in the van, or van life in the rain. Number 1, big dry robe style coats for everyone in the van, dogs included. Number 2, a towel to wipe said dog down after the walk. I mean, I'll show you the rug in a minute. It's just like a temporary rug I've got for it being rainy and muddy, so she doesn't get it all over the bed. Number 3, somewhere to hang everything that's wet after the walk. And number 4, I'd say stuff to keep you entertained, because you're going to be in the van a lot more than normal. You can decide what that is. But yeah, I'd say they're the 4 main points of surviving rain in the van, as it's not as fun as summer when it's all wet and cold and rainy, but you can still make the most out of it. Right, let's get Bonnie a treat. Okay, so it is dark out now. It's about 5:30. It's not too late, but obviously it's winter. It gets dark super early, which is annoying. But yeah, we've finished our film. We've watched more YouTube, had a few snacks and a bit of a nap. We've had the laziest day ever. It's been quite nice though. And the rain has finally stopped. It's been on and off, but it has stopped. So yeah, that's probably going to be the end of the video. It might be a slightly shorter one this week as we didn't have tons to do. But yeah. So thank you for watching if you've made it to the end. And next week will be international. So I'll obviously won't have Bonnie with me, but we're going to be yeah, vlogging from New York, which I'm so excited about. I've never been, and this was from like my main present for my 30th. So yeah, very excited. So come back next week if you want to see what we get up to in New York. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Bye.